Hello, ladies and germs. This is Chip Chipperson, and you're watching Bourbon Soaked Live. Yes, you are.
Hey there, y'all. I am Juliette Miranda, and this is Bourbon Soaked Live, where every Monday night we hang out and pretend as though YouTube is the greatest bar without actually being a bar. Tonight is my birthday bash, which is, as far as I'm concerned, the greatest holiday on the planet.
Should be. It lasts a month.
Well, you know, I mean, it's a birthday, right? You want to extend the celebrations and the festivities and all that. And speaking of festivities, I see that we have all of our favorite scamps hanging out in the chat already. Ginger and Will are here. I saw Jerry, Not a Great Gamer, Wheels, Margot's here, Container Man, Charles Ashworth. Y'all, thanks for being here to celebrate my birthday. This is awesome. And right over there behind the camera in full-on festive mode would be David the producer.
Hola. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, handsome producer man.
Yes, I seem to be a little bit in the dark here, but I've been that way all day, so it's kind of apropos.
Oh, well, we'll have to do something about that. Get you some sunshine, maybe in Disney World?
Yes, please, bring it on. Cheers. Happy Monday.
Cheers, y'all.
Oh, I need that wine something fierce today. Holy shit.
Seems to me you should be drinking bourbon.
No, I need to take it easy. I got a big week this week, and then I'm sure you'll talk about what we got going on for the weekend.
I will indeed. But first, what do you say we talk a little bit about what we're drinking here? Because I got something ultra amazing and delicious and tasty in my hands.
And it's not me.
Not at the moment, no. Never on camera. Never live.
Well, don't ever say never on camera. Never live.
Oh, right. No, okay. Quiet. Oh, hey, Robin Slim just joined us. Patrick Fulmer has joined us. Donner Pass Whiskey is here. Y'all, you're just in time to find out about what I'm drinking. This is Four Roses Single Barrel Private Select Barrel Proof. There's
That's a
whole lot
mouthful.
of words.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's even more that goes into this than you would think. Four Roses actually uses two different mash bills, and they use, I want to say, 5 different yeast strains, depending on what the release is. So they kind of they signify this by certain codes on their barrel. Now, I'm drinking the Binny's Beverage Depot Private Select version. It is the OBSK release, which means that this has the lower corn, higher rye mash, and it's got the more spicy of the yeast profiles in it. It's about 8 years old, and it is a super high-proof bourbon. I'm going to have some.
Yeah, I tapped into that last night, just a little nip of it, and wow, was it good.
Man, this is good stuff, y'all. Now, I've got mine with a little bit of ice that's been melting in the hot lights here, because it's a high, very potent bourbon. But
what is it, 126 proof?
Yeah, it's 126 proof.
Yeah.
It's hardcore stuff, but it's delicious. I mean, truly, you get that huge spice boom in it, but it's also got a really nice sort of cherry flavor to it. It's a little oaky, just really perfect celebration bourbon, and, happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you. And I may be reading this out of context, but I think that Not a Great Gamer is giving everyone chlamydia.
Yeah, I believe there's a case of chlamydia circulating through the chat right now, which is just, hey, and if Rob and Slim are here, God only knows what they're going to do.
Yes, I think there might be a little bit of HIV going around at the same time.
Blended Whiskey is here. He's drinking an Old Fashioned, which is a lovely choice.
Ooh, that is good.
Yeah, and Container Man is saying, just go to NOLA, just go to NOLA. Well, we're only going to be here for a couple more months, and then we're going to be in New Orleans permanently as residents. Which, talk about the greatest birthday present ever, truly. I mean, you've got a great thing that you're going to.
Yes.
I've got a great thing that I'm going to. We're going to have the best New Orleans life. It's going to be amazeballs.
Fingers crossed. And Gaff is a little confused by the title of this, Birthday Bash. He believes that everyone is now allowed to bash you. I think that he did not get the intent of this right.
Do we need to have a chat, Gaffa?
With Gaffa?
I think
we
we may.
might. I don't think it really translates to Australian. Maybe that's it.
You crazy people out there in Australia. It's a celebration, a birthday bash, a birthday ball. What's the popular song, the bash song? Am I out of my mind?
Bash song.
I don't
Boy,
know.
I don't know. You
No,
got me
you
on
know
that
what?
one.
I am out of my mind. I'm thinking of Ballroom Blitz.
Oh, that has nothing to do with Bash.
But it starts with the letter B.
Wow. I'm going to have to make you put down the alcohol already.
Oh, come on. It's my birthday.
I know. I'm surprised
Yeah.
you're not wearing your tiara, to be quite honest.
I almost did, but it needs to be polished.
Is that code?
It is. No, it truly does need to be polished. But we're actually, to celebrate, we're going to Disney World this week. And I will be wearing all sorts of
Festive.
costumes. Yes, yeah. There will be ears. There will be tiaras. I see that Margot has to make a run for it. But thanks for stopping by, Margot. It was great to see you here.
Great to see Margot. ADHD is here.
ADHD. Hey, cheers.
America.
Well, y'all.
You got Wendell Live, I saw come in here. Container Man.
I saw Container Man.
Popped in.
Yes, yes. New
Orleans
Orleans
Girl.
Girl is here also. So
Which she'll be our new next door neighbor.
that's right.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So let me remind you what we do here on Bourbon Soak Live. It's every Monday night, 7 p.m. We hang out, we drink. If you like what you see, make sure you click that little thumbs up. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, because that way you'll never miss an episode. And, whatever bash I'm having, you'll be the first in line. It's pretty darn cool, right? I mean...
And it would be awesome if you share it on social media, too, if you get a chance.
Fun idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurts no one.
No.
And it's even free.
It's free.
You want to support the show? Do something free. I'm all about free and cheap.
I got the cheap part down.
You do.
Oh, I would never be free. That's just crazy talk right there.
So true. I see Ginger in there and Drunk Kings.
Yes, Ginger and Will are both here. It is so
Will's
good to
there
see them
too.
again. She actually says, just be careful that none of your outfits are Disney characters. They won't let you in. Yes. It depends on the event. Sometimes they do let you dress in certain Disney
But only on the
swag,
Halloween
but
bash.
only for the certain parties, yeah.
That's right. Like the Halloween, what do they call that? Halloween something or other?
It's Mickey's Not So Very Scary Halloween Party.
See, I would have never remembered that.
We're old hands at the Disney business. In fact, we once got kicked out, or almost kicked out.
No,
of
we were
Epcot.
very close to being escorted.
Escorted out. Well, we got to see some of the backstage area as they detained us.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. But before we get to all that, I think we need to talk about Bourbon Soak Live and our fancy hashtag, because it's pretty cool. Hashtag Bourbon Soak Live is our way of getting to know y'all a little bit better. Just use that hashtag, take a photo of yourself, and post it to Twitter so that we can feature it on the show. And Blended Whiskey is truly the king of hashtag Bourbon Soak Live. check out the hat he is wearing here.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's taken over the hashtag. I think he now owns the hashtag.
He may very well own the hashtag, but I got to tell you, that hat is badass, and I love it so very much.
Hey, win in Texas.
Right? I know. He's also got another great photo.
There's another
hat
great one
is
with the
just
hat.
So awesome.
And who's this that he's
He
with?
is with, I can't make out the name on the bottle. Blended Whiskey, you're going to have to help us out here and let us know who you were hanging out with there. Because it looks like you got a tasty old bourbon right there.
Red-handed?
Did you steal it? Did I see a 10-year age on that?
Let's see. Yes, age 10
I
years.
did. Wow.
There you go.
Sounds good. Where were you when you found them? Is that a specialty craft bourbon or is it regional? Be very interested in hearing more about it. Now this cracks me up.
Okay. Oh, hold please.
There we go.
A lot of people, awesome people already sharing it on social media. So what does this say? Let's take a look.
This is hysterical because I wish I got this good a deal at my stores. Lube and strawberries with chocolate. Does it get any better than that?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Seriously, why doesn't Vinny's do that? I mean, they should have a counter of lube and bourbon.
Well, they already have cigars and bourbon. They're just missing the lube.
Although I suppose bourbon is kind of its own lubrication, but...
Well, not the kind that they're selling.
No. Not if there's going to be penetration.
Hey, what happened?
Whoa. So that's how hashtag Bourbon Soak Live works, y'all. Snap those photos, post them on the Twitters, and let us see you. Because we get into some mischief here, so I'm going to need to be able to identify you later if it comes down to saving my own ass.
This is true.
It's true, because I, as much as I would like to say that I subscribe to the Goodfellas theory, I'd rat people out if I had to.
Oh, you would totally turn.
I wouldn't be good in jail.
No, you wouldn't make it 5 minutes.
I would not work out well in jail. I'd be somebody's bitch in a minute, and I don't want that.
As long as you take video.
Thanks. And Container Man has a great idea. He says, just buy her a bottle of whiskey, folks. And
Oh,
I
boy.
would say absolutely. Oh, hey, by the way, this is my bra, and you can see it.
Yeah. That thing isn't holding in too well, is
No,
it?
it really isn't.
That's okay. It's
Well,
your birthday.
Whatever.
Let your birthday flag fly.
We got balloons, we got boobs.
Well,
And
balloons
bourbon.
and other balloons.
Joe Bob Briggs has the blood, breasts, and beasts. I have boobs, bourbon, and balloons.
Yes, you do. The 3 Bs.
Take that, Joe Bob. So, obviously, we are talking birthdays tonight, and not just mine. I want to hear about your birthday celebrations as well. So, what I've done is come up with some birthday topics, and I want to hear your insight. You know, we're going to be talking about our favorite presents, our least favorite presents, birthday disasters, great birthdays. I mean, all of that good stuff. So, we got a whole lot of cool people hanging out in the chat here, so make sure that you get to know each other and tell me your crazy stories.
If you have any good birthday stories, feel free to put them in the chat. You know, I oddly have not had anything all that extremely interesting happen to me on a birthday.
Well, that actually brings me to a point that I was going to make, is that I know not everybody is kind of a fan of celebrating birthdays.
I can't stand it. Not that I don't, I don't care about my age. I've just never been a fan of birthdays. Even when I turned 21, it wasn't like a big deal.
Now, I don't understand that. Why? I mean, is it just that you weren't interested in it? I mean, it seems to me that a birthday gives you a great excuse to just go out and have a little bit of fun, just to celebrate the fact that you're here.
When you have fun all the time, why just have it one day out of the year that you have to, where people put on, dumb shirts or they make it a spectacle when you go out for your birthday, and it's like, I don't need that.
It doesn't have to be a bachelorette party, so to speak.
I get that.
I've always enjoyed having just a group of friends together to celebrate, I come off as very egotistical when I say that, we're celebrating the fact that I'm here. But it's the one thing that we all get to celebrate no matter what. I mean, we're all guaranteed a birthday. We're not necessarily going to have a baby shower or a wedding shower or, any of that other stuff. So why not take advantage of the one day that we do definitely have?
I guess that each one has really just not been that eventful. Like when I turned 21, Of course, I had already been drinking by then, so it wasn't like a big deal to go
Little
like hang out in a bar because
Anticlimactic.
I was able to go to bars at the age of 14.
Sure, yeah.
You know, so it didn't matter.
I hear you. I know. I've been kind of drinking since I was a kid too, but for me it was the being official, like actually having ID in hand and not having to worry about what the bartender was going to do to me if I, you know, ordered something that, I couldn't prove myself worthy of.
Now, Ginger says that she has a crazy birthday story when she turned 21.
Oh, well, Ginger, get those fingers typing. Let's hear about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Jerry says, agree, birthdays are dumb. I
Jerry,
don't think that they're necessarily dumb. I don't think they're dumb. I just don't celebrate mine. You know, as long as you've known me.
I know. Well, I mean, I make a little bit of a deal out of it. I'll bake
You buy me a cake or something.
I'll bake you a
Or
cake.
bake a cake or buy a cake or we'll go out to dinner or something. But yeah, I like it low key.
And speaking of cake, that's actually the very first thing that I wanted to talk about tonight is the birthday cake. Because I'm actually not a huge cake fan all the time. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's too spongy, maybe it's too sweet, but if I'm going to have a cake, I want it to be loaded with ice cream and fudge and like all of this sticky, gooey, not so much cake, but everything else. Does that make sense?
No, you like the flourless kind of cakes.
I do.
You
I
don't
love
like a regular
flourless
cake, which
yeah.
I'm totally the opposite. If I'm going to have a cake, that bastard better be spongy. I should be able to jump off of it right into a barrel of bourbon.
Well, I'll tell you, you could actually give me a plate of nachos and stick birthday candles in them, and I would be happy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, nachos are probably the greatest celebratory food ever, so... I see Charles says that he likes genuine Black Forest cake made with cherry schnapps. Now that sounds nice and decadent right there.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, that does sound badass. Rob and Slim agree they are ice cream cake or cannoli cake. Now, I've never had cannoli cake, but that sounds like something I would like.
Yeah. Okay, you got to read Ginger's. She has her birthday story right there.
All right, Ginger. She says, my 21st, I almost got arrested after my friend got us kicked out for, would you say, blowing a guy in the women's bathroom. You made it home safe in a taxi. Oh, your friend sounds rather intriguing. This sounds like a crazy kind of friend, which I'm very well versed in, having both had one and am being one. So that just makes it more exciting, right?
Okay, here's the question I have, because I'm a little confused on how I read this. Was she the one that was doing the blowing? Was her friend doing the blowing? Were they blowing a guy together?
Oh, tell me it was together.
Big difference.
Oh, tell me you both were blowing the dude, because that would be awesome.
And tell that story slower.
Yes, and with perhaps some photos.
And a little music.
Yeah. And lube.
And Ginger says pie is better.
Pie. Oh, like a chocolate cream pie. That would be delightful.
Hey. We have Flash in a Pan. Ed's here.
I see that he has joined us. That is fantastic. Container Man has a birthday story.
Oh.
And he says that he spent one birthday in Vegas. The stupid call girl skank, his words, not mine, the stupid call girl skank
It's never redundant.
was 3 hours late. He spent too much on her, could have bought 2 older women for the same price. Well,
I'd say the next day on Sunday in the truck sleeper.
Oh, that's sad.
No, it's not sad. It's just 3 hours late for a call girl seems a little egregious.
Ding, ding, ding.
Exactly.
Well, she obviously wasn't a very good call girl if she showed up 3 hours late. I mean, you can't just, write that off as traffic.
Exactly. Well, she had a little something in her mouth before coming over. She was a little busy.
Something was lodged in there. Needed special removal. Ginger clarifies and says it was just her friend. She was with her guy, Willie.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Well, it's still exciting.
Either way, I mean, that sounds like a fun story. Did you actually get to watch, or was it something that you heard after the fact? I see that.
See, Robin Sloan says, I had a vehicle repoed on one of my birthdays. Now that's a crap day.
That's a bummer right there.
Oof, yeah. You get your car taken away from you. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
You skid marks. You see nothing but an empty space.
I know.
Oh.
You know, I had a roommate that happened to once. She had this beautiful black Camaro. I mean, it was just gorgeous. And she was not the brightest bulb in the socket. I mean, just
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
you know exactly who I'm talking about. And so she'd bought this car way beyond her means, just wanting to have it. And ultimately, you know, stopped making payments on it. And for a while, she tried hiding it. But then one day it was in the driveway and I was the only one home. And the repo dude shows up and he's like, you know, are you so-and-so? I'm like, nope. He's like, well, I'm taking her car. And I'm like, okay, you know, have fun. I was sad. I liked that car.
Well, it wasn't your car, wasn't your payment, so.
No, I've never had a car repoed, thank God. You know,
No.
knock on arm.
Arm.
Wheel says, whenever I would go to strip clubs, I always had the best seat in the house. I brought my own.
Brought your own.
Did they let you do that?
Can you do that?
I don't think you can do that.
Well, you know, I don't know if Wheels is actually here from the States or not. Maybe,
Oh,
you never know.
you never
overseas,
know.
Yeah.
Although that
Here in
seems
the
like,
States, it seems like well, I know it's a no-no,
well, in some you can bring your own booze,
right?
but it would seem to me to be something of a low rent strip club if you had to bring your own chairs too.
You probably have to bring your chairs and a gun.
Or do you get discounts on lap dances if you bring your own chair?
Oh, and if you bring a big enough chair, you can get 2 girls on you. I love that. Why don't you just bring a bed and cut out the middleman?
Right?
Bring a futon.
And yes, my boob does keep popping out of my dress, y'all. You're just going to have to deal with me tonight.
It's a bra. It's like looking at a bikini.
I know, and it's a pretty
cares?
color, too. It's purple. So.
There you go.
Yay me.
It's birthday flashes.
Hashtag boobs, balloons, and bourbon.
You might as well throw butts in there, too.
Oh, why not? Ginger says that she heard about the blowjob after the fact, and the look on her and her guy's face was priceless. Yeah, I would have enjoyed seeing that. There's always that guilty look, you know, but it's also this weird proud look too. You know, you walk out of there, you're kind of straightening your clothing, and you're like, fuck yeah, I just did that.
Oh, see, Wheels? I did not know this about Wheels. Wheels is in a wheelchair.
We did know that.
Did we know that?
We did know that.
How did we know that?
Because he's told us before.
Oh, well, I drink a lot. So I have
that's a
really
good
bad
point.
short-term
Yes, I
memory.
apologize, Wheels.
Yeah. So no wonder he brings his own chair.
We're assholes.
Still, you could wheel around the girls. I think that's a brilliant idea.
Actually, I could see that being quite a bit of fun.
Oh, I bet having a wheelchair in a strip club, that's got to be
It's got to
epic.
be, yeah.
gotta
There's got
be
to be
epic.
some attention that gets paid.
Oh, no doubt. You know the
Yeah.
girls would pay attention to that.
Of course they do.
Oh, hell yeah. He probably doesn't even have to bring money. Hey, what if I showed up in a wheelchair?
No, you will not do that.
Hey, Wheels, do me a favor. If you have a spare wheelchair laying around.
Because somebody wants to take advantage.
No, that's not taking advantage. That's just called working the system
Like the
to my
time
advantage.
like the time you got on one of those scooters at the Target.
Well, yeah, I was not feeling.
You were feeling fine.
Well.
You just wanted an excuse to yell, "Please don't hit me," every time I walk near you.
Very true.
My man. What are we going to do with you?
Oh, flash in the pan.
Reminds me of the time you got a blowjob on the People Mover at Disneyland.
Get out of here.
We're going to do that.
No, we're not.
We're not?
No.
Oh.
It would make me feel goofy. See what I did there?
And I
You purposely just ignored it?
I don't even know what to do with it right now. I have not had enough bourbon to make that funny.
I know. I didn't say it was funny.
And he continues, he says, the look that he got from the operator when they got off the ride was priceless. There are a lot of great stories about Disney operators and the things that they see that happen on the rides, because there are cameras everywhere. So they see every single moment of the ride, and they know exactly what you're up to in there.
I think they
Always.
would now. Yeah.
Oh, they do.
I mean, the surveillance there is now just stupid.
Oh, there are entire blogs dedicated to it. I've spent a little bit of time looking at them. Robin Slim got a handy on the teacups.
A handy in the teacup.
Can we please stop using handy? Or just putting a
You don't
Y
like-
on the end of any sexual activity?
You don't like handy?
No.
Yeah, I think it's...
It sounds stupid and juvenile. I mean,
I know how much you hate blowy.
oh my God, blowy is the fucking worst.
Yeah, blowy's pretty bad. See, handy doesn't really bother me that bad because handy's been around a long time.
So if I tell you I'm going to give you a handy, you're going to be turned on?
I'm not going to turn you down if that's what you're asking.
You're not
Was
going
that
to
the
take
question?
offense to it?
Hold on, I'm sweating. Hold on.
There are just certain sex words that just make me cringe so hard, and handy is one of them.
All right, duly noted.
Yeah. Moving right along, what do you say we bring up our next birthday topic?
Hold
I
on.
got sound. What'd you do?
You have sound now.
We have sound now.
See? I didn't know that it was off for this slide.
What'd you do?
Yay!
Let me stick my microphone back in my ass. Okay.
Can I wedge it?
No. So we are talking about gifts now, and I was saying how I was given a gift that could kill me, which was a cake made out of peanut butter, because I am deathly allergic to the peanuts. And this guy, I don't know if it was just him being oblivious or the fact that he just didn't like me and wanted to see me asphyxiate. Either way, shitty gift. So I want to know, what's the worst birthday present y'all have ever gotten? What about you, Dave the producer? What's your worst birthday gift?
I think the worst birthday gift I received when I was actually like 11 or 12, just preteen, and I got a wooden whistle from my uncle. Wooden.
He gave a teenager a wooden whistle?
A wooden whistle. It was about like 4 inches long, and it was just, all it did was make one
was just-
whistle noise.
He gave you a rape whistle?
No, it was more like a train whistle. I don't think I was cute enough to rape at 11 or 12, but...
Did he know something you didn't know? I mean...
All I know is I chucked that thing so fast in the garbage.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck is a kid gonna do with a whistle? That's
My point
lame.
exactly.
I see J. Real Slots has joined us.
J. Real
nice
Slots.
to see you tonight. We're having the celebratory birthday bash, and everybody's making notes. No peanuts for me. There is a peanut butter bourbon out there,
Yes.
and
Let's forget we ever heard about it.
pass.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from the fact that I can't, eat peanuts, no, I have a prejudice against flavored bourbons and whiskeys, and that's just a no on my list. Just no.
What are you drinking today?
Oh. This is, and it's a very long name, forgive me if I fuck it up, Four Roses, single barrel, private select, barrel proof. And this is, so I said earlier, they have a couple different mash bills that they use. This is the low corn, high rye one, super high proof, Binny's Beverage Depot pick, and it is delicious. It's really, really spicy, but also a little bit of fruit in it. And now that I've been drinking it more, there's a bit of tobacco in it too, which I'm really enjoying.
Very nice. And for your birthday present from me to you, I just spelt your name wrong in the chat.
Oh, thanks. That's my love.
Exactly. Who are you again?
At least you didn't call me Julie.
I know.
Hello, Mike Meyer, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Cheers to you. That is a good bourbon.
Yeah.
God damn it. So we're talking gifts, and I want to know what the worst gift y'all have ever been given was. It's hard to say. I mean,
Have you received any bad gifts?
Aside from that cake. Oh, you know what? I was given. I was dating this guy who was really into technology. And as an excuse to.
Dork. Nerd.
Yeah, he was a little bit. So he bought himself a new computer. And he gave me his old computer for my birthday.
That's a birthday present? A used computer?
But he forgot to wipe the hard drive.
And he's a tech guy?
Yeah.
What did he have on it?
Aside from the porn,
Porn's porn. So
I
what?
deliberately went digging to see what was in there because I was curious. And yes, there was porn. There were a couple of shitty games that he'd left behind. But there was also the start of an amateur erotica novel that he was writing. It was so bad. It had this whole bondage theme to it, and he was like, the king, Dom, I suppose you could call him. And it was so bad. I mean, one, it was bad writing. Two, it was bad sex. And it was just, it wasn't even, it was just gratuitous and over the top. Like a letter to Hustler, only a really, really long one that never goes anywhere.
That never goes anywhere. No payoff.
And there was zero payoff. No, it was just like, and then he hit her with the crop, and she cried his name and pleaded for mercy. It was so bad. It was truly terrible.
Did you throw the computer out after that?
I sold it, actually.
Rob wants to be known as King Blowy, by the way.
King Blowy. All right. All hail King Blowy. Or David Blowy, whatever. Yeah. Oh, that's our Robin Slim. And by the way, y'all, in case you're curious, Robin Slim is actually a podcast, and they go live every Wednesday night. So you might want to give them a look because they're a ton of fun.
Yeah, they're a blast.
David, the producer, makes appearances on the show quite often.
As have you.
It's true, I have too. Although they don't love me anymore.
But they don't love you any less.
I suppose that's all I can ask for in this world. I see Gemma has joined us as well. So
Gemma's
Gemma,
here.
Cheers. It's great to see you here tonight. I know it's a late night for you over there in the UK, so thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We are talking birthdays because, of course, it's mine. Mm-hmm. Technically not today.
No.
My real birthday is on...
It's Friday.
Friday.
Yes, Friday.
Yes, and I will be celebrating it with my guy in the Magic Kingdom.
Yes,
but because
we'll be out there for 4 days.
Birthdays should last for at least
Well, you have it
week.
Last for a month. You
do. Yes, I do.
Your birthday is all of February. Thank God it's a shorter month.
Flash in the Pan is saying that, yeah, I found the guy's porn on his computer.
Not quite.
It was...
his literary porn.
It wasn't even porn. It was some pathetic attempt to be a writer.
Buy your drums here?
Oh, yay. I love it. You guys are great. We've got a great crowd tonight. I'm dying to know. I want to hear your birthday stories, your gift stories. And there was one gift that Dave and I were given. It wasn't for a birthday. It was just a gift we were given. And it was to one of those escape rooms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's ungood.
Yeah, that is not the gift that keeps on giving. It was such a horrendous experience. We were trapped in this room with, I think it was 6 other people.
6 people, which were, 2 of them were couples, and one, the other 2 people that came together were just awkwardly together.
Yeah, like it was either like a first date or they were friends or something.
Or it's brother and sister, and he really kind of liked her.
It was so awful. And then this one, like the one guy, he was the one who wanted to just solve the problem. He was the take charge kind of alpha dude. And he was so not smart. Like he was ready to start digging holes in walls to find clues, thinking that that was the solution. And it was just, the whole thing was a nightmare. I had a flask in my pocket, so I wound up getting drunk, and I accidentally pressed the abort switch.
What?
Yeah, you remember that. It was on the wall, and I bumped into it.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
Yes.
But they only came in and checked it out, make sure everything was okay, like no one was having a medical emergency.
Yeah, I know, but people were pissed because
were.
it negated our score or something stupid like that.
Right.
I see the Shape has joined us, so sir, it's great to see you.
And did you see, let's see, if you go up a few, Container Man says, I'm fine with my birthday lasting 1 second and no one knows about it. I'm with you, Container Man. I
have so
I
many
just don't
jokes
care about
right
birthdays.
now that I'm just sucking back
Oh.
about lasting a second.
No. Oh, hey.
Oh.
See Drone Kings?
Drone Kings. Every gift I give my wife always gets the same reaction. Why did you buy this? Sounds like you need to rethink your gifts.
Oh, no. It's one of those things that she may find it to be something that she doesn't need or frivolous, right? I mean, she could be that kind of girl, too.
I suppose, but either way, I mean, it sounds like he needs to, maybe reevaluate.
Bayou Drums.
Bayou Drums, what are you saying?
Oh. Him and his sister are one day apart, so they had to share birthdays. That's the worst.
Oh, that's the worst. I dated a guy who had a kid whose birthday was the same as mine. I may as well have not existed. Fucking hated that kid too. Jesus Christ, what a little shithead.
Did you kick it when he wasn't looking?
I did.
No, you did not.
I was such an evil person. I used to eat it had this whole little like bag of snacks thing that, were supposed to be for like after school or whatever.
Did you eat that kid's snacks?
I totally ate the kid's snacks. It was the best.
Oh, that's a shithead thing to do.
You know what? That kid was an asshole.
Some are.
Bayou Drums, you should have 3 bottles. That way you would have a dozen roses for your birthday. Oh, what a beautiful idea.
Oh, see, I never thought of that. With
like
the 4
that.
roses, buy 3 bottles of it. There's your dozen roses. You know what, though? It would be so much cheaper just to get the dozen roses, to be honest with you.
I know. This is not an inexpensive bottle.
No. This one bottle is good enough. You get your 4 roses, and then on your birthday, well, you have a surprise in Disney that I told you about.
That's right. You did tell me that there's a surprise coming in Disney, so
Yes.
I'm excited.
You'll just have to wait for that.
I see Anthony Redneck Way of Life says, when they're not yours, they are all assholes. Hell yeah. Amen. Also, all children are assholes.
Because you have none.
Because I have none.
Right.
Mash and Drum have joined us.
Dude. Jason.
Cheers.
Always good to see Jason.
I am drinking the single barrel private select 4 roses. I think I got that right. There are a lot of words involved in it, and it is the OBSK version, so it's got a bunch more spice, higher rye.
Yeah,
Excellent.
it's really good.
Yeah.
I was highly impressed with that bottle. Really high proof, but you know what? You don't taste it.
You do not, no. Although I did have my first glass of it on the rocks, which gives it an entirely different flavor. It was more sweet, and now that I'm drinking it without the rocks, I'm tasting way more tobacco and a little bit of leather.
Well,
maybe.
I'm gonna go get a Glencairn glass because I'm gonna get a little pour of that. Entertain the people, please.
Dance monkey.
Dance, monkey, dance.
So we've got some stories here. I see Stacy Morgan says 21st birthday, drinking all day, arguing with a big guy. I'm intimidated, so I punched the window. Cops come around the corner. And it was a storefront, 6 months, break and enter. Oh my God, you got 6 months for breaking and entering on your birthday? That's brutal. Oh.
Yeah.
David the producer is stealing my bourbon.
Of course. Ooh.
America.
That's our little ADHD tribute.
What was the price on this, Ginger's asking?
I believe it was 80.
Was it 80?
I believe it was
Could have been 80.
Yeah.
We got it from Binny's. It is the Binny's pick.
It's the Benny Select.
Benny Select picks.
Yes.
A lot of different
Benny Select.
people pick different barrels, and this one's quite delicious.
Stacey Morgan in the house.
Yeah, I was just saying, if you read the comments,
I did.
about...
I heard the story that you read of it. Wow, that's
That
crazy.
is unfortunate. And yes, that is my boob.
Yep, we'll take 2 to go.
Hashtag balloons, boobs, bourbon.
And birthday.
Cheers. And birthday.
Cheers to you. So let's see how this tastes.
All right.
Next day, that is.
Drink it down, Dave, the producer. What do you think?
Just as good as I remember it yesterday.
Oh, good.
Love it.
Love it.
You want to go into number 3? This might be my favorite topic.
Well, I think we should. Birthday disasters. Not every day can be as we want it to be. There's no planning sometimes. Sometimes we're dating an asshole who just fucks things up colossally. So yeah, I want to hear your birthday horror stories. Now, Stacey Morgan has given us a fantastic one, but I know there's more. There have to be more. What about you, David, the producer?
I told the one birthday story that happened to me some time ago. When that crazy lady, when I was on the road playing in the band.
Oh, yeah. When my guy was in a band, he was touring and had a stalker fan who got very aggressive with him.
Yeah. On my birthday, mind you.
Yes. Well, it's so weird. I mean, birthdays bring out, I think, the best and worst in everybody. You know, not just the one having it, but in the people that they're with or that they invite to their parties, because there's just all sorts of emotions that play into it. I have to say, I've had more guys break up with me on my birthday.
That has to be, that has to say something.
I know, right?
Well, they know how expensive it is for your birthday because it lasts all month.
But I never have any expectations. All I ask, I mean, really, all I want is just, hey, happy birthday. I'm very Molly Ringwald about this. I just want it to be acknowledged.
Oh, yeah. You see what Charles said?
What does Charles say? I was rushed to the hospital after having a spinal tap on my birthday, and I didn't get any of the cake. Oh, God. Oh, that's brutal.
That's a crappy birthday.
That sucks.
Had a spinal tap on your
Jesus.
birthday. Man, no rest for the wicked? They couldn't schedule it around your damn birthday? That sucks.
And Bayou is asking what kind of douchebag doesn't wait until at least the day after. And that's a good question. Because this one guy that I was dating, we went out to dinner with all of my friends and his friends, and then out to a bar with everybody afterwards. He gave me this huge, stupid, extravagant present. He gave me a TiVo, which was actually kind of obnoxious because at the time, TiVo was a subscription service. So you had the
He
electronics.
gave you something to pay.
And he gave me something that required a monthly bill, and I was out of work. But anyway, so all this happens. The entire night he's acting like a raging dickhead. I mean, ignoring me all night and talking to everybody but me. And then at the end of the night, we're back at his house. I'm hammered because I have been drinking heavily in order to make myself feel festive. And I'm thinking, all right, we're back at his place. We're going to have sex. It'll be great. And he sits down and he's like, I think we should talk.
On your birthday.
On my birthday, while I was drunk, he broke up with me. And then get this, he let me drive home.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy,
Yeah.
what a sweetheart.
I know. I only lived a couple of blocks away, but that doesn't excuse the fact that, one,
here's
I
the
drove
question.
home, and
Did
two,
you give him
he
a
let
blowy
me.
on the way home?
He's lucky I didn't step on his nutsack.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. I have a story about it maybe against community guidelines. J-Roll slots? No, you don't.
No.
There's nothing against the community guidelines here.
We have
don't
no
care.
guidelines. Just don't be an ass. That's our only guideline.
Yeah, and we know J-Real. He's not an
And
ass.
if we know you and you're an ass, we'll typically give you a pass. So just ask Jerry.
Just ask Jerry.
The Shape says, exactly 1 year ago, I fell off a roof. I wore a cast for my birthday. But that actually could be fun.
How is a cast on your birthday fun?
Well, you can get people to sign it.
Really?
I don't know.
Is that your idea of birthday fun?
Well, I know my sister is a big fan of breaking bones and getting casts.
If that was
so.
my birthday fun, I'd find a bigger roof and jump off that one.
Yeah, I suppose that is a little tragic, but, you got to make the best out of it.
I guess so, yeah.
I had a cast on my arm and I had Evel Knievel sign it when I was a little kid.
That was a pretty cool story.
Yeah, I took a massive spill off my bicycle, was ostracized by all the neighborhood kids until Evel Knievel rolled into town and I got him to sign my cast.
Yep.
Which also ages me a little bit.
You should have saved that, by the way.
Well, it was cut off of me.
I know, but some people save that stuff.
I know, I probably should have,
But I know how much those things stink too.
Yeah. It just fell apart. Bayou Drum says, what a dumbass. He could have waited one day and not missed out on birthday sex.
That's right. Birthday sex is the best sex.
He was kind of a whiny little bitch, though. And he was very emotional about sex. Like he...
Oh, would he cry afterwards?
No, we had to wait because he felt like sex was something we should work up to. I don't even know why I dated this idiot. I was like, just let's fucking get it over with. And he's like, no, I want it to be the right moment.
I don't know how you ended up with a guy like that.
I don't know. I was not very good at decision making back then.
It happens.
Oh.
See, not a great gamer still with us. And I thought that he was going to be a little bit more sarcastic tonight, but I have not seen him show up with the funny.
Well.
Nag always produces. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you can't force the funny.
I know.
It's unfortunate, but true.
He did reach out to me earlier today and said, if I can come up as a panel. And I said, well, we haven't quite worked out how to do that yet here with the OBS and all. And he says, get on it.
I know everybody gives my poor producer a hard time.
I know.
You work so hard back there.
Yep. I know. Well, don't feel too sorry for me.
Drone Kings in Darwin says, you work up to sex? Mind blown. Yeah, that made no sense to me. I mean, I was all set, and he's like, well, sex complicates things. I mean, he literally pulled my hand off of his dick and said, sex makes things complicated.
Boy.
Right?
I think his sexuality was a little complicated.
I don't know. The guy was an idiot.
Maybe. You never know.
Bayou Drum says, never really celebrated birthdays after I had a say in the matter. Wasn't really my thing. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Some people just aren't into the birthdays. My guy.
I'm totally not into
Isn't
them.
a birthday guy.
I mean, I'm totally into Juliette's and have people that want to celebrate their birthdays. I say, have a blast. It's great. That's fun. It's just for me. It's like, I was just never a birthday guy. Even as a kid, I was not a birthday kid.
Well, I gotta say that's one of the things that I love about us is just that you accept that and you appreciate my interest in my birthday and you celebrate it with me, even though it's not your thing. I think that's that makes me happy.
Oh well, happy birthday to you!
Yay, that's my man. Bourbon.
It's so awesome to have a 21-year-old chick around the house.
Don't tell him otherwise.
You ready to hit number 4?
All right, let's bring up number 4.
Oh, that was number 4.
That was number 4.
Sorry, number 5.
5.
This is the last one.
Greatest birthday ever. All right, fuck these horror stories. Let's talk about our best birthday moments. And I've got a cool one, and it happened on my 21st birthday. Now, it started off really shitty. I was dating an idiot.
I see a theme.
Oh my God, I know. So many idiots. And I was a little, and this is a little hard for me to say, I was a little nervous about making my first purchase at a bar. I wasn't experienced at it. So I made my order and I did it wrong. I didn't understand the difference between a tall and a short. It just didn't click in my head and I was really, kind of freaked out about it. So I told the bartender, I don't know, whatever you think is best. And everybody was laughing at me, including the guy that I was with. So fuck him. I ditched him. We're at this club and I knew the bands that were playing. So I got into the backstage area and it turns out that Metallica was there. They were checking out a band that they were interested in working with. And they were all backstage and my friend from the band says, hey, let me introduce you to Metallica. They found out it was my birthday and they all sang me happy birthday.
That is
Serenaded by Metallica.
That's a cool story.
It's a good story.
I don't have any cool birthday stories. Nothing ever nothing cool's ever happened. But I never, I guess, wasn't that type of person to seek that out, to do something cool on my birthday.
Yeah, if you're not, looking for the birthday experience, you're not gonna, really have either. I see J Real Slot says, almost died on the day I was no longer a virgin by a woman crossing 8 lanes of traffic like the game Frogger with open liquor in the car to end up at her house to have sex on a waterbed with limited water.
She almost killed you and you banged her?
Holy fuck, that's awesome.
Man, that is epic birthday story.
Wow, that's craziness.
Almost getting killed to getting laid on your birthday.
Is there a better happy ending ever?
On a really low waterbed. Oh, and there's nothing worse than a waterbed with not enough water in it. Well, first of all,
waterbeds
suck. In general, they're the worst for sex.
Oh no, it's terrible, terrible.
Oh, it's like screwing on a boat.
I will say this: sex involving water, whether it's a water bed or being in the water, it's the
shower,
fucking
pool,
worst.
Forget
the
about
shower,
it.
all of it.
Yeah.
I hate
I'm
sex
out on that stuff.
in the water. I do. Yeah. I'm glad you're in agreement with me because it just stinks.
Now in a puddle, I can make a one-off.
Splash?
No, I can make a one-off and say, I'm cool with that. Did you see that hashtag dated another idiot for the shape?
Thank you, Shape. I appreciate that. That's awesome. You reminded me.
Kissed a lot of frogs, did you?
Maybe one or two, Well, you got to experiment, right? I mean, I was an adventurous kind of chick. I like to see what was out there and,
I'm still just kind of reeling from J-Real Slot's story. I just can't believe
I know, it's crazy.
That's like absolutely the best.
A Containerman says you bottom out while having sex on a waterbed.
Yeah.
And everybody seems to be agreeing.
Well, because what ends up happening is that if you're really, it depends on how much water is in it and the kind of waterbed and all, but your knees end up hitting that wood plywood at the bottom.
That's what Bayou
like,
Drum says. A waterbed with limited water is known as plywood.
Yeah, exactly. It's called slippery plywood.
Yeah, that's no good for anybody. The chick doesn't like it. The dude doesn't like it. It's just awkward and uncomfortable.
Tidal wave on waterbed.
Yeah.
That is pretty awesome. But waterbeds, ixnay, no more.
Yeah, I agree with you, Bayou. They're fun when you're like 9 years old. When it's a novelty, where you feel like, you're rolling around in a swimming pool on a floaty or something. But as a real human being with real sex, it's bullshit.
Yeah, well,
just bullshit.
Well, because you really don't get a good position. You don't,
There's no support.
There's no support. You can't really.
Yeah.
I know it was like a big thing. Well, they don't even sell waterbeds anymore, do they?
I have no idea.
They can't.
I just know that my neighbor, whom I dated, had a waterbed.
Oh, Tony had one?
Shush.
Well, no one knows who Tony is.
All right, you're right. Yes, he did. He had a waterbed.
Oh, wow.
And it was a nightmare because I remember it sprung a leak, and it was just this sloshy, weird sort of mess. But I love Tony because he always had beer and a little fridge in his bedroom.
I do have a birthday story that doesn't. Well, I'm part of it, but it wasn't my birthday. It was someone else's birthday.
All right, what's this?
So, my mother and my father went to the Doobie Brothers concert when I was 14.
The Doobies.
And the Doobies, which Doobie do you be? And they went, and it was pretty far away because here in Chicago we had Alpine Valley, and you know how far away that was.
Oh, that was a haul and a half, yeah.
Right. And remember, I lived in the south.
Oh
suburbs.
my God, yes, that was 4 hours for you, right? Almost.
At least, not including the concert, right?
Right,
so
right.
I knew that they were going to be gone for the whole day. So what did I decide to do at the age of 16 is time to have a house party.
Fuck
right?
yeah.
Absolutely.
Empty house, you got to have a party.
Empty house, the whole deal. So the reason why I wanted to have that party was because my best friend, Tim, it was his birthday. So
all right. Well, there's your excuse.
My total excuse. Had the party. It got out of control. Way too many kids ended up coming, just like most of those parties ended up happening. Tim ended up banging some girl that on my parents' waterbed, and this is what reminded me of the story, is because my parents had a waterbed. He banged her on my parents' waterbed, poked a hole in it, and didn't know until the next day when the sheets were completely... Because it
no.
wasn't a big enough hole to where it was like
You wouldn't
spouting.
see it.
No.
Yeah.
It just soaked the top layer of the covers, right? And then go to find out that there was a beer cap underneath there that actually punctured it.
Oh shit.
Oh, so it was a double screw.
And those
So
were
he gets laid, I get
and you got
fucked.
stuck with the fucked up waterbed. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Richie Z has joined us. Richie Z,
Richie
cheers
Z.
to you. Thanks for being here, and thank you for the birthday wishes. We are sharing right now our favorite birthday memories.
That's right.
Container Man, I do remember having oil sex on a waterbed mattress.
Oh, is that where you slip all over it? That seems a little...
Oh.
Yeah. Well, if you loop yourself up and you go on a water mattress, it just... All you do is slide around.
Yeah,
Right?
that doesn't sound like fun.
Well,
Does
it depends on who you're sliding around with, and I guess
I
if
don't
there's
know.
enough water to support you.
Oil is one of those things, like it has its purpose, believe me, I get it. But like full body oil, it's just greasy. I don't need to feel like a duck covered by Exxon Valdez, I
Right.
mean,
Roger Wakefield just popped in. Wish you
Roger
happy
Wakefield.
birthday.
Cheers. Thanks for being here.
And we were talking about birthday themes, birthday disasters, birthday gifts, birthday cake.
The Shape and I share the exact birthday date because I said earlier
Oh,
that today is
boy.
not my birthday.
That's right. On the 7th, you two
Yeah,
share a
we
birthday.
share a birthday. And
That is
cheers to
awesome.
the Aquarius, because truly I believe this is the greatest zodiac sign. Not that I really buy into all that zodiac bullshit, but, as far as being the water bearer, we are creative and loyal and fascinating and good listeners. So,
Well, 3 out
cheers
of
to
5
us.
is cool.
I'm sorry, 3 of 5?
What happened?
All right, relinquish the bourbon.
You started it.
So yeah, y'all, I want to hear your last call birthday stories. Share them right there in the chat and let us know what your favorite birthday memory is. I think we're going to have a great time in Disney World. I want to do something really wild and see what happens. I haven't decided what it is yet, but I'm sure Disney will
Will not approve.
not approve.
Perfect.
Redneck Connection says, came in just in time for oil sex.
That's right. It's not a party until there's oil
And so you
sex.
break out the baby oil.
Baby oil. Wow. I haven't seen that used in sex or heard about that for years. Matter of fact, it's got to be decades. Baby
Do you actually
oil.
use it for sex, or is it just to like massage?
Lube up your body. Yeah, I think it's just a massage thing,
I feel
right?
like it's just a massage thing.
Oh.
And even so, it's just greasy and you can't get that shit out of your hair for anything.
You're worried about your hair. And
Of course I'm worried about my hair. Have you seen it? It's very delicate.
you're talking to a guy that has blown up dolls,
I'm sorry, what?
blown them up in half, folded it, and humped the bubble, right? So
You humped a bubble?
I'm just kidding. I've never done that. Why would I do that? Astroglide, Biodrum.
Okay,
See?
that's
Biodrums.
different. Astroglide is entirely different. That has a
That's
specific
made
purpose.
for true
Yeah.
for sexual lubrication.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Right.
made to keep you moving comfortably. I'm talking about like baby oil, which you pour over your body and like it's gonna somehow magically turn you into a sex object or something. I don't know.
Girls glisten in baby oil, not a bad thing. I mean, isn't that what strippers use?
Strippers do not use baby oil. They use
What do they use?
they used to use baby powder until it became toxic.
Oh.
That was the stripper secret because you're constantly sliding up and down a pole, you're gliding across, that mirrored floor and everything. You needed something that you wouldn't squeak against. So they use baby powder. I'm not
or
kidding.
stick like a snail.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Baby powder. That was the
Okay.
stripper secret.
Ah.
Take it from me. I know.
Yeah, I believe you.
Great memory from Richie Z. Hands down, best birthday memory. Almost a threesome with my girlfriend at the time, many, many years ago. But the third party gal was kind of shy.
Oh.
See, you didn't work that hard enough.
Well, I was going to say, how does that make that the best birthday? I would say that made it the worst by
Well,
her backing out.
It could have been a great time. I mean, just the whole setup is a ton of fun. You just got to press the right buttons to nudge her just a little bit more. And I realize that is not politically correct talk. Of course, if she says no, you stop. Okay, so that out of the way.
Yes.
There are little things you can do to encourage her.
See? Richie Z, you should have known Juliette back in the day. She would have gave you tips.
I could have converted her.
Yeah.
I was good at that.
Good three-way tips?
I specialized in taking the non over the edge.
Yeah.
I did.
There you go. And Drone King says puts earpiece back in. Here's David, the producer, blowing up dolls. Cleans ears out with antiseptic. Yeah, I get it.
Biodrum says stripper's secret sounds like a feminine hygiene product.
That's true.
No, it doesn't.
They should have a stripper product just named.
That's not what strippers do. That's what whores do. Yeah.
Some are the same.
You can be both.
You can be both.
But we're talking
I've seen
about
it happen.
strippers here.
I know.
Richie says it was still an awesome night. And of course it was. That kind of thing is great. I mean, just the chemistry and the moment and everything. That's always a good time.
J Real says Crisco.
Ew.
I know.
Crisco is for fried chicken.
Yeah, well, people had been known to use it for, lubrication back in the day. Way back in the day,
I suppose
Just
so.
saying.
Yeah, I mean, I guess before technology caught up with
Right.
us and our sex toys.
Jenny Marceth is here. Thank you, Jenny, for showing up. Thank you for posting the links. You were awesome as always.
Biodrams wants to know, why do strippers use body glitter? I swear.
Right? It's just to
the
get us in
stuff
trouble.
Is the herpes of the arts and craft world. There's no getting rid of it. You know why they use it? Another stripper secret is that when the light hits you, your entire body appears to glow. It truly is just something to make you look prettier than, you
Sometimes
really are.
you may be.
It hides imperfections. I'm dead serious. When that spotlight hits you, it hides, little scars. It hides dimpling. It makes all the difference in the world. It's not just there to be glitter. It has a purpose.
See, I thought it was just to get guys in trouble.
That's also part of the fun.
Right.
That's not the main purpose of it, but yes, everybody laughs about it at the end of the night going, that guy's going to be pulling stripper glitter out of his wallet, out of his hair, out of his clothing for the next 3 days.
That stuff just doesn't come out.
It doesn't, no.
No. Well, it's like little pieces of like fiberglass kind of, or I don't know what they make it out of. I don't know.
I don't know what they make glitter out of, but yes.
Yeah.
Unicorn horn, something.
Jason from the Master Drum says a lot of interesting lubes. Yeah.
Well, are we rating them now? Do you have a recommendation?
I can tell you one thing: bourbon's not one of them.
No, it isn't. Drone King says, "Be right back. I'm off to buy glitter for a friend."
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Mash and Drum says, so either Juliette was a stripper in training or had the best friend who was a stripper.
Oh no, she was a stripper.
I was a stripper, and I had a best friend who was a stripper. So,
yeah,
best of all worlds.
You had it both.
I did.
You never stripped in a club though. Yeah.
Just private parties.
You did
although
those home parties with your girlfriend.
I did. However, speaking of birthdays, my friends, when I was, in need of a birthday redo, or it was my birthday and I didn't have a guy, they would take me to the strip club for a night of just hedonistic pleasure. And the beautiful thing about being a girl with a party of girls at a, strip club that caters to men is that you get so much attention.
Oh,
I mean, I was pulled up on stage and, half naked in, 5 seconds flat.
You did that on your birthday?
I did do that on my birthday, yeah.
You just talked about it on the podcast.
Well, that was the story where I fell on the stage.
Right, that was different.
However, I've had very successful moments on strip club stages as well.
Oh, and Container Man, KY Jelly. And I always wondered if the KY stood for Kentucky.
It does. I don't know. I'm guessing it does. Zach Sanford says, happy birthday to you, Juliette Miranda. Thank you. Thank you. It is a big old week of celebrating here at the Bourbon Soak Live Ranch. And we're going to be doing a lot of it in Disney World.
Yep, coming up this weekend.
Couple of
And
days.
also a happy birthday the same day as yours to The Shape.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Bayou Drum says he can give us the lowdown on the lubes. My wife used to work at her aunt's sex shop when we were in college. Most shocking thing in a sex shop?
Yeah, the markup. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, very, very true.
You worked at a sex shop for a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Behind the counter.
In Los Angeles, yeah. I actually got the job because here's what a little asshole I was. I was so self-righteous that I was grammar checking the guy's signs. So he had something about butt plugs and he had an apostrophe S on butt plugs.
It's not possessive.
It was not possessive. And I told him this and he said, well, do you want a job? And I said, yeah, because I need one. So I worked at a strip club for a couple of weeks. And that was, a short-lived gig, but a very weird one.
You see Drone Kings?
My wife commented one day she wants to strip at a club, but not for anything less than $500. I went straight into the bank to withdraw it. Encouragement is everything. You want to support your wife. Make sure she feels good about her decisions, and that's a great way to do it.
Right. Every guy after, 10, 15, 20 years of marriage, when their wives come to them and say, I think I want to be a stripper now. Oof.
I see people commenting on the butt plug. Bayou Drum says, maybe you had a friend named Butt Plug. And Charles Ashworth says, I guess it depends on the butt plug.
Yeah, I had a dog named Butt Plug.
It was not a possessive butt plug.
So, see, Bobby Blaze just joined us.
Bobby Blaze is here, and he wishes me a happy birthday. He's from Kentucky, and the KY does stand for Kentucky. Well, cheers to you and the KY, sir.
See, Bobby knows. See, Bobby's got the lowdown.
I adore Bobby. He is just the nicest guy.
Drone King says she would earn 4 times that. Trust me.
Well, there you go. You want a little extra income.
Second income.
Right?
You want to buy those bigger drones. You want to really enhance your channel. Get her out there on the stage.
A possessed butt plug. New movie idea, says Bayou Drums. Ow. That's all I have to say about that is just ow. That sounds brutal.
Right.
And yes, I realize my boob is hanging out, y'all. I do. It's just gonna do that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's your birthday.
It's
Let
my
your freak
birthday.
flag fly.
Yeah, right. Hashtag boobs, bourbon, and birthdays.
Right.
And balloons. I got balloons. So Ginger says, yes, they already made a killer penis movie. Time for the, what does that say?
Time for the killer butt plug.
Killer butt
I
plug.
think that's what she meant to write.
Yes. Richie Z, what is the name of the lube in the purple box that's actually a good one?
Purple lube?
Purple box. Not familiar with that one.
No. Don't know that one.
Don't know that one. Well, we'll have to dive
Is
back
it called
into
Purple
that.
Strain?
Ew. It's called Royal.
I got nothing.
Well, y'all, you have made this a fantastic birthday bash. I can't thank you enough for being here and talking about butt plugs with me and lube.
Boy, who would have thought this would have unraveled like that on your
I
birthday?
thought we were going to be talking about cake and piñatas, but so be it. Now, remember, you're watching Bourbon Soak Live. I am Juliette Miranda, and we do this every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you never miss a single episode, because truly, is this not the best bar you've ever not been to?
It's the best bar with no cover.
It is, absolutely. We hang out, we talk, we share stories, and make sure you post your photo to Twitter using hashtag BourbonSoakLive so that we can get to know you a little bit better. And coming up next week, y'all, we're going to have our Valentine's Day episode. We're going to be talking about all things sweet and nice and probably horrible too, because Valentine's Day is not necessarily the greatest of holidays.
Right. And being from Chicago, we have a lot of stories.
We do indeed. You think I have stories about shitty birthdays with shitty boyfriends? Just wait until Valentine's Day. I got this. And I'm sure we're going to have way more conversation about butt plugs too, so you won't want to miss that. You will also want to check out my podcast, which is The Unwritable Rant. It's on Apple. It is on Google. It's Android, everywhere you can find a
Spotify,
podcast.
everywhere you can find a
iHeartRadio.
podcast.
Yeah, The Unwritable Rant. It's storytelling. A little bit more, controlled than this chaos, but still a good time, I hope.
And you want to tell them that you're going to be off next week.
Yeah, so there will not be a new episode of the Unwritable Rant podcast on Sunday because I'm going to be in Disney World. Hopefully not in Disney jail, but we make no promises. And we'll come back on Monday and we'll tell you about it. Richie Z, heart-shaped butt plugs. A beautiful idea for Valentine's Day.
Heart-shaped? That sounds a little painful.
It does.
Which way goes in?
Ooh, it depends on how experienced you are.
Right.
So let's thank all of y'all for being here. Ginger and Will, it was great to see you here again. I'm so glad you could make it. Richie Z, Bayou Drums, Mash and Drum, Jenny, Container Man, Jerry, our Robin Slim friends, Bobby
Richie
Blaze.
Z.
Who am I
Richie
missing?
Z.
Container Man,
Of
Richie
course.
Z,
And The Shape?
The Shape, and
Charles
all of our
Ashworth?
Bourbon friends, Charles Ashworth, Drone Kings.
Did you get Ginger in there?
I did. I got
All
Ginger
right.
and Will because it was
And
nice to see
Will.
them.
Did you get J Real Slots, too?
J Real Slots, yes.
Awesome.
Thank you for being here, y'all. I really appreciate you being here to do a little bit of birthday celebrating with me. It means the world to me.
And thank you to Jenny for always being the best mod in the business, and we appreciate you helping us out always.
Indeed. So, y'all, I hope you have a great week. I'll be back next Monday at 7 p.m. to chat with y'all some more. So, cheers.
Well, down here in Nola on Fowler Street,